going on, guys? L3 here, and I have another Assassin's Creed Brotherhood gameplay for you. And today we're playing Assassinate again, because like I said before, it is my favorite mode, and I've been playing it a whole lot lately. I probably should stop. But today I've just been able to relax. It's getting towards summer. It's getting really warm out. Just kind of take it easy, you know, to avoid distractions, because I cannot stand distractions. I don't know about you guys, but it just... hey, Chopstick Kitty! Get off my screen now! Now! Alright, sorry about that. Like I said, I hate distractions. That's how I am. And today I was just trying to relax, you know, just taking it easy. I live by the lake, luckily, in this apartment complex. So I went to go relax on the dock, just kind of lay out a little bit. And next thing you know, these little kids just jumped literally right over my head into the water, splashed me everywhere. Ridiculous. I just wanted to enjoy Mother Nature, but no, they got splashed me in lake water. But I know you guys don't care about that, so we'll move on to the gameplay a little bit more. As you can see here, I'm a sneaky Sam. I'm playing the priest, which I think I decided is my favorite character again. I can't decide really, but I like to go for the characters that no one really plays a lot, and the priest is definitely one of those. So I'm using the charge and smoke bomb here, and this is kind of, maybe it's just me, but I haven't seen so many people use that, and I notice everyone uses the poison. So I want to try to mix it up, and I always like to pick that person or those abilities that not many people use and just kind of own face with it, you know. That's what I like doing, so I did pick these two abilities. And I'll tell you what, this smuggler right here scares me to death. Right after I kill this knight, I don't understand what's wrong with her. She must be taking some speed or something, because she's running around in circles, and I don't know how she's going to react, and I have to know when to throw my smoke bomb down. And honestly, it freaks me out. You'll see in here in a second, I just throw my smoke bomb down. I'm like, oh man, she's getting close. I don't really know what's going on. See, just like that, it kind of freaked me out. So I didn't know what was going on, but I eventually realized that it's not the brightest crayon in the box, so ran up and kind of snapped her neck a little bit, because I don't like her attitude like that. But seriously, I don't know why that freaked me out so much. You'll see here I'm playing with my good buddy Mike. We like to get our competitive edge going on. And I think he does know I'm here, but unfortunately for him, it's a little bit too late, because I hop out of the haystack and kind of give him a stab there. A friendly stab, of course, because we are buddies. And so, this match I do pretty awesome, because I'm not really going for the flawless or anything like that. And I wasn't really going for a particularly large amount of kills. I'm just trying to get used to this whole charge thing I got going on and things like that. And so I'm really getting used to that ability. But I find out that I do better with this ability than I do with the actual poison. Just because I kind of make myself obvious in front of the opponent, like run out in front of them, kind of know that it's me. But then I'll try to act like I don't know that they know it's me, if that makes sense. So I'll kind of get in a crowd, but I'll be really obvious about it. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to disguise myself as this really newbie player that's very, very stupid, that doesn't really know what's going on. So it's kind of open season for them. But in reality, what I'm doing is baiting them, and when they know it's me and I know they have the lock on, I use that charge, automatically press B, knock them out right there, because they can't kill you if you get the charge on them, and especially if you have the strong charge like I do. And then once they're on the ground, you fill that focus meter up and you get the kill. So, you know, you get maybe not as twice as many points, but you get definitely more points than you would just killing them, in my opinion. So, there's that crazy speed smuggler again. But that's just what I like using, you know, that's my preference from now. But it tends to change a lot, I've noticed, because I like to use disguise sometimes, and sometimes I like to use this, sometimes I like to use that. But I'm trying to get more people into this game, because, oh, excuse me, that was a good burp. Because not many people, there's a good, you know, fan base that plays it and everything, but I think most people don't really give it a chance, and it's not fair, because it's such a brilliant game, and the more and more I play it, the more and more I realize this. And you'll actually see here in a second, this part's pretty funny. I'm actually going to stop talking in a second and kind of show you the audio of the game. I get this guy really mad because I'm acting like I'm a noob, then I'm just standing there, and of course he falls for the bait, so you'll kind of see what happens right about now.
Done. Wow, legendary hero faggot.
And of course he had some kind words to say to me, and I was going to kill him, but Mike decided to pop up from above and kill me like the angel of death that he is. But that's just how it goes. And that guy was getting so upset with me, I don't know why. I don't think I killed him that much in this match, to be honest, but I think that he fell for that bait. It kind of makes people feel stupid, you know, like, oh man, I really fell for that, and he's not as dumb as I thought he was. and that's always a good thing to do. I always like pissing other players off. That's one of my pleasures, one of my vices there, if you will. What else was I going to mention in this match? I forgot. Oh yeah, you probably noticed by now, but I'm just like a stun king. I just decided that I'm freaking nuts with that because I get some really good stunts here and really surprising things, especially towards the end of the match. Most of my kills, I think, will actually be stuns first, which is kind of cool, actually. Oh, that poor buddy. But yeah, again, like I said, these abilities rock. It's just a perfect time to play Assassin's Creed because, in my opinion, there's not a whole lot of new games that are out, and it would be cool if people would give it a chance, you know, kind of get used to it, because the players that are playing now, of course there's some new players, not too much, but most of them have been playing since, you know, beta or since the game actually came out. So hopefully if we get some new people on here, that would be great, have some fun, you know, things like that. And unfortunately, this guy kind of gets the smoke bomb, but somehow I dodge it. I'm not really sure how. I honestly could not tell you how I dodged that because he threw the smoke bomb. He went to stab me, and I move out of the way. So unless he changed the target all of a sudden or something like that, that's the only explanation I can really think of, because I don't know why that happened. And if you notice at the beginning of the match, it happened too with the Knight. And I'm pretty sure my connection's fine, so I don't think it would be a latency issue. Could be wrong. But we're gonna say no right now. And I see this guy run behind there, so what I'm gonna try to do is, again, do the whole little bait thing I got going on, act like I'm really stupid and newbie, and, you know, use the charge, because it's just such a good thing to use. And they do get a lock onto me, and I know someone climbed on the roof, so I'm gonna stay clear away from that, because believe it or not, they got a pretty good jump distance. I'm sure most people are aware of this, and they're gonna leap really far onto you, so try not to go for that. So here we go again with the bait, acting like I'm stupid, kind of act like I'm crowd switching, like I'm really clever or something. You know, make it really obvious, which is always pretty awesome. And there we go, there's that stun again. Oh man, I love it, guys. It's such a good ability. I can't believe I went through levels 1 through 50 without using this ability one time. It was really, I don't know, I should have used it more. It's awesome. And so I know this guy did change. I'm going to get a rooftop kill because I don't want him to use some sneaky thing going on like that smoke bomb or something when I get close. Because sometimes I'm trying to, I still can't find that sweet spot with the smoke bomb, if you know what I mean. Because the connection's a little bit weird in this game. It's not terrible or anything, but you do have to time your smoke bomb right when people run into it. But if you time it too soon, they're just going to stop right there and wait for it to go. So you kind of got to find that little sweet spot where they're running into it, you throw it down, and, you know, they get caught up in it. And again, I'm still trying to find that. I believe I got it sometimes, but then again, you're playing against different people every time, and you never know how they're going to react to it. You know, sometimes I know I like to try to bait people to use their ability, which is always a good thing, because if you can waste their cooldown, that's really good. Because again, they'll have to wait for their ability. And for me, when my abilities are down, I always try to take it easy. You go crowd surfing a little bit. I always call it crowd surfing because, you know, you can just hop to one to the other. It's kind of exciting. Just go crowd surfing or hop in a hay bale or something. Not necessarily camp. You can get kills if you want on Assassinate mode, but you feel so naked with it. So it's important to, you know, oops, stun. Looky there. It's important to, you know, what am I trying to say here? It's important to let your cooldowns get back up, or at least get to the point where they're kind of close to being up. Otherwise, you're going to be very vulnerable, and it's just not a very good thing. I'm sure you're aware of now. And here comes another stun. Man. Whew, it's pretty crazy. And I always try to fill up my focus meter, but unfortunately, sometimes it's important to just get away, because you will fill up your focus meter, and the next thing you know, you get your kill stolen. Kind of a bummer, but it does happen sometimes. So you can see the match is winding down here, and I'm really surprised on how well I did. And when it gets towards the end of the match like this, and I'm aware that I'm winning by a pretty large amount, sometimes I try to do some crazy things, just go for the kill really quick, not really care too much about, you know, points or anything like that, even though I did get that incognito bonus there. But always like this, when I spawn and I have like 30 seconds left, it's so important to me just to get that last kill, because in my opinion, you're not going to really have time to be stealthy and rack up really good points. You know, by the time you put a poison on, it's already too late. So you kind of just run for it like I do, don't even care, just throw caution to the wind and go for that kill. And I do know it's this Prowler because he killed me last time, but he thinks he's kind of smart standing there, but unfortunately he's not. So I hunt him down like the dog he is. Get the last kill, and I'm proud of myself. And so unfortunately some person tries to get me right here, but it's the end, and I kill a fake person. Can't talk. Well guys, thanks for watching again. And you can tell I got 10,400 points, which is pretty awesome. Let's see my score here. Yeah, pretty good, gotta say.